Chaya. Um, I just wanted to share something about Shavuot. So tonight is the holiday of Shavuot, which is when we receive the Torah. But I wanted to go into what it means to receive. To be able to receive, we need to make space. What fills up our space is when we have ego. Ego stands for edging God out. It's when we think we know better. It's when we think we know more. It's when we have a desire to force our desired outcomes into our life without allowing for life to bring them to us when we're ready. To receive means to makabel, it means to make yourself a vessel. There are so many times people ask for blessings and they receive the blessing, they receive the bracha, but in order to utilize it and make it a part of your life, you need to be a vessel to receive it and to bring it into life. So if someone gives you a bracha to get married, a blessing to get married, the blessing still exists and it still holds power. But if you're not working on yourself, or if you're having sex with other people, or if you're negating your true feelings, or if you're not going out at all, then you might have the blessing, but you yourself are not making yourself a vessel to receive it, to bring it into life. So what it means to receive the Torah, it means to surrender your will to a higher will, to give over all the things that are holding you back, all of your insecurities, all of your doubts, all of your fears, and put them in a jar on this shelf and saying, I'm going to replace it with faith and with trust and with love. Because if we have hatred inside of us, it blocks. Hatred is like that goo that you put on a tub. It looks maybe prettier from the outside, but it covers all the crevices and doesn't allow things to get in. Hatred is destructive, and the way in which we have hatred is when we criticize ourselves. When you criticize yourselves and you have fear, you're battling yourself, but that means a part of you loses. It means a part of you doesn't get a voice. And both parts need a voice. Your fears need a voice, and your faith needs a voice. Your fears need to have a voice to say, I'm scared, and your faith needs a louder voice to say, it's going to be okay. You've been through hard things before, and they've worked out, and you survived, and things that you didn't think you would pass, you've succeeded in and from and moved on from. And we can all look at times in our life when we didn't think we'd be okay, and we're okay. Not that we didn't have pain through it, or not that we didn't scar, but we're okay. And if we have that understanding, and if we have that recognition, then we're able to take that hatred and that criticism and that fear and just say, I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, but I have something that's better. I have something that's more effective and more helpful. And that's the acceptance, and that's the love, and the surrendering to a world of which is not our own. I visited my friend Kasriel Ben Yehuda in the grave yesterday, 2 days ago. He was 25 years old. 25. I'm not sharing my age, but I'm older than that. And it's humbling when you think about your life and wanting it to go your way all the time and every moment, with your preconceived notions and dreams of how things should exactly work out with your white picket fence. Go to a cemetery, because people's lives come and go by the moment, and it's just not what we expect, and it's just not how we planned or dreamed of things happening. But if you're able to release and remove your preconceived notions of how life is supposed to be, and you allow Hashem, God, a higher power, to flow through you and to allow things to happen, then you're actually able to receive. You're actually making yourself Mikabel, a vessel to receive divine energy. And the only thing that blocks it is the criticism, the hatred, the impatience, the thoughts that we had that aren't serving us. We need to love ourselves. We need to talk to people in ways that we would want to be spoken to. We need to think about what we're doing, what we're building, what we're impacting in the world on a regular basis. It's so important to not speak from a selfish point of view or saying things to make yourself feel better, but recognize with whom you're speaking and how that will impact other individuals and what that will create inside them. Our world is full of relationships, and it's the most important thing that we have, but the way in which we create our relationships is from our internal world. So may we all be blessed with an amazing Shavuot, with a lot of peace, a lot of love, a removal of hatred, and a replacement of faith, to really receive the Torah, to really be able to surrender ourselves to the most amazing force in the world. So, Chag Sameach.